Round. Ball goes up, slapped down the floor. Grant battles Elo, wins the battle. The Bulls go right to left with the ball. Top side to Jordan, back to Pippen on the wing from 20, drills it. Jordan and Harper matched up one-on-one left side of the forecourt. Around to Grant, pick on the wing. The jumper good by Jordan. So Jordan gets his first two, and the Cavaliers are down 4-0. Pippen gives the ball to Jordan, and Jordan brings the ball into the forecourt. Jordan to the top of the key, gets a Cartwright screen and hits the jumper. Jordan now with 6, and the Cavaliers fall back by 10 at 16-6 to play of the period. Jordan into the forecourt of the left wing, dribbling with the right hand. Jordan unloads on the wing and hits the jump shot. 8 points for Jordan. 18-8 Bulls. 5:40 to play of the period. Elo takes the ball to the forecourt of the left wing against Hodges. Elo dribbling with the right hand, off of the sideline to Harper. Harper, sideline left, gets a Doherty pick into the circle for the jump shot, in and out, rebound. Elo, and Cartwright went right over him and took the ball away. Out to Hodges. Hodges down on the left side to Jordan, pulls up for the 16-footer and hits again. Michael Jordan with 10, and the Cavs are down 20-8. 5:12 to play of the period. Ball into Michael Jordan, who has returned to the Bulls lineup with 10 points and 2 fouls. Jordan right of the lane, got it into the middle, lost it, but picked up the loose ball, put it up, rattled the rim and in. 12 points for Jordan, and the Cavaliers trail 26-16. Right wing Nance. Nance against Sellers. Out front to Valentine. Ball stolen by Jordan. Jordan drives to the other end. Wham with the right hand. 14 for Michael Jordan. At top of the key. Off to Sellers. Sellers back out to Jordan from the top of the key. Fires and hits. Michael Jordan with 16, and the Cavs go down 30-20. 3-point arc. 5 on the shot clock. Jordan unloads and hits. He was right on the line when he unloaded. 18 for Jordan. 32-20 Chicago. 8:55 to play first half. Just deals it along the right side to Jordan. Jordan unloads and hits from the sideline. That's 22 for Jordan. Jordan bringing it up against the pressure by Elo. Into the forecourt, 17 seconds. There's one less on the shot clock. Jordan down the left side, drives into the middle, back out to Paxson for the top of the key, and he hits. Paxson with his first two. 40. Pippen will inbound in front of Sanders. Deals it into Jordan. Jordan sideline right against Elo. Jordan and Elo one-on-one. Jordan drives by him into the lane, flips it up at the rim, hangs and falls. 24 for Jordan. Well, the Cavaliers trailing 49-42. Rebound, big bounce in the lane, knocked outside to Jordan. Jordan coming over the timeline, has Valentine to beat under to Hodges, put it up on the rim, it falls in, and he's fouled. Foul was on Elo. The ball into the forecourt on the left wing. Jordan outside the 3-point arc, dribbling with the right hand, cuts to the middle, puts it up with the right hand and scores. Michael Jordan with 28, 90-76, and the Bulls tick it down to 4 minutes left. Jordan will bring it up in the backcourt. Cavaliers, unless they have a miracle in their hip pocket, just won't get enough possessions to have a chance at winning the ball game. Inside a minute to play. Jordan against Elo. Jordan goes to the line, 15-footer, and there's the old final nail in the coffin. 30 points for Michael Jordan. Putting it up right on the 3-point line. It counts for 2. He has 19 points. Ball inside to Cartwright, and the game is over. The final score, the Chicago Bulls 95, the Cleveland Cavaliers 88. And we'll be back to wrap it up after this 2-minute timeout on the Cleveland Cavaliers Radio Basketball Network.
Cleveland in white, the Bulls in red. Question is, can the Bulls spring another upset on the road? And it's controlled finally by Chicago.
Everything for Chicago is controlling the tempo of the game.
Enough, an all-star in 2 of his first 3 years has scored for Cleveland. Inside, a good move by Horace Grant.
To the front of the rim.
We have not had a substitution in this game, and we're nearly halfway through the first quarter. Actually, other than Sam Vincent, we should say. Steal by Jordan. Jordan and Harper. And he laid it up despite the fact he didn't have full control.
Well, that time the Bulls were in a 1-3-1 half-court trap.
With 5:45 to go in the opening period. Jordan gets free, and he comes back with 2. Missed all 7 of his shots in game 1 has come in now as Jordan gets his 3rd interior basket. Valentine to shoot when he has the shot. He's been reluctant. But meanwhile, Chicago with the ball, leading by 1, and Jordan tips up his own miss. And after a slow start, Michael has 8 points to lead the Bulls.
When you're watching Michael, anytime he's overplayed, you'll always see him change direction. He's a nightmare to try to guard in the half-court offense.
Jordan's cut off by Harper.
Nice.
Great feed to Grant. Perfect feed by Michael Jordan. We are seeing tremendous, brilliant play inside the paint in this first half. Game's high scorer. Jordan leads Chicago with 12. But the Bulls have been ice cold thanks to Cleveland's defense. Have hit only 1 of 7 this quarter from the field. Still struggling as Paxson misses. Jordan gets the rebound and the loose ball. So Michael has 14 points.
Giving him a lot of freelance and allowing him to gamble.
Jordan, nice move from the baseline with a hook shot. Not a factor. Halfway through this third quarter as Hodges misses outside. Jordan fights and gets the basket. That's the talent of Michael Jordan. Go to Harper in on a loop pass, not well executed. Jordan breezes by Price, sails in for the basket, and the Bulls, who were down by 5 just a couple of minutes ago, have opened up a 3-point lead themselves. And Lenny Wilkins has called a very rapid timeout. Play at the top of the point with Price defending. D'Lo is on Jordan. D'Lo's done a good job against Jordan many times this year, but not that on the time, and Jordan has 26. Jordan can't do it alone, and he knows it. He's got to get offensive help from someone else, and the Cavaliers clamping down on everyone else. Jordan bangs one from outside, where it hasn't been easy for Michael from out there, and he has 30 points. And now the best of 3 series. That's what it is now, with the series tied 1-1 with Cleveland's victory. The best of 3 series with the Bulls having the home court edge in games 3 and 4. And
have, in effect, won the home court advantage in this first-round series against Cleveland. You saw our officials, Darryl Garretson, Lee Jones, and Bernie Pryor. Cleveland comes away with the opening tip, and Mark Price will set things up. Horace Grant. Doherty likewise has not been a big scorer, but this man has Michael Jordan. The fadeaway from Michael Jordan. He has 4. There's Collins and his assistant coach, John Buck. It's 11-8, Bulls by 3. Jordan for 3. A three-pointer from Michael Jordan, who already has 9 points.
Cavs in the backcourt.
Here's Jordan from the perimeter, and the Bulls are on fire. Doherty on the power move to the hoop. He misses the layup, too. Now Pippen running, has Jordan left. The finger roll from Jordan. The crowd disappointed that he didn't jam it. Tipped in by Jordan. Practice, so the guard core already depleted. Mark Price playing injured. We'll probably see Darnell Valentine shortly. Jordan into the lane with the three-point opportunity. Only Michael Jordan can spark the crowd like that. Collins on his feet on the sideline, and of course the Bulls will hope that'll get things rolling again.
That's the move. Jordan in the paint. Timeout. Foul by Nance. He throws it up. It goes. Court action now, slowing down the pace.
5 on the shot clock. Jordan puts it in the air and in the basket.
And when you can hit the perimeter shot and slow the clock, it's devastating for the opponent.
Sanders tried to get it to Nance, intercepted by Horace Grant, and here comes Jordan. Jordan with 7 consecutive points. And Chicago out by 14. 7:43 Chicago, 8:34 to go, third quarter. Cleveland had drawn to within 9.
Michael, hot shot.
9 consecutive points. Jordan isolated against Harper, got him in the air. Sailed the line, it was blocked. At the buzzer, it will count. Jordan had it blocked, got the loose ball, the clock continued to run. And he's got 25.
On tracks. Very exciting player as well.
The lob to Jordan. He spins it in off the hoop. He came from Hodges. Jordan just exploding in this period. 13 points in the quarter. He had 14 at the half.
Forward to trade baskets with the Bulls.
Bulls up by 14. Inside to Cartwright. Left hand. From Michael Jordan. Jordan obviously pointing at Cartwright and saying, that's it. Pippen has 3 personal fouls now. Jordan also with 3 in this one. Oh, my! Before you can blink, Jordan has it in the hoop. He'll go to the line.
Jordan shakes. He bakes. There's the foul. The basket good.
Here is Jordan. Back to Hodges to Sellers. Who knocked Price down, got the ball loose, and got it to Jordan. That was a play, and Price looked up at Bernie Fryer, the official, and said, I got hit by a truck. Jordan into the paint. Jordan with 33 points. Job by Harper on Jordan. 8 on the shot clock. Jordan is going to try it again. The mismatch, Jordan from the perimeter. Grant tried to jam it home, couldn't do it. Doherty's out in front. Tipped away by Jordan. End-to-end Michael Jordan.
Excellent recovery by Jordan. Jordan was open. Jordan getting back to tip it out of bounds. Watch the lob pass. Watch Jordan come out of nowhere. And that's why he packs the place.
Bulls by 3 with under 2 minutes to go. The Cavs have a foul to give. Jordan on the drive, and the big basket. He'll go to the line for a 3-point play. Michael Jordan. You know, Karl Malone is the mailman because he delivers, but you could sure tag it on to Jordan.
Jordan watching rock and rolling, wheeling, dealing. Right there, the foul and the basket counts.
Lead, but Cleveland has all night left. A minute 16.
But not a good 3-point shooting team without Price. No one else is a threat from there.
Stolen. Jordan. It's going to be big. The Bulls defense and Jordan's jam. He's got 40 points. It's over. Chicago wins it 101-94, and the underdog Chicago Bulls take a 2-game-to-1 lead in the best-of-5 series over the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Doug Collin and his son Chris leave the floor victorious at Chicago Stadium.
When these teams met in the playoffs, and the Cavs were jumping out the big lead.
Cartwright goes up against Nance, tip controlled by Cleveland. A little over 3.5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Jordan. I don't know whether that was intended to be a pass or not, but it wound up being a pass to Cartwright, and a good one. Greg Hodges, his first.
Watch the play. You see Michael right there. He saw him, and he didn't shoot it. That's where he changed it. He saw it. That's a lob pass to Cartwright going to the basket. No doubt about it. And yet.
But still shooting only 31%. Michael Jordan finally gets that first one to fall. Late in the first quarter. Grant underneath to Michael. Michael will work against Harper. Down to 3 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to have to hurry. He couldn't have timed it any better.
You can't give him his right hand, Pete. I don't care where he is on the court. You must make Michael Jordan go to the left if you can.
Jordan has only 3 field goals on the night. Get his shot to fall tonight. He's not been able to get it to fall this entire series. Chicago's break, Michael Jordan.
And the foul. Good break opportunity off of the missed shot by Doherty, who really forced one up there. We'll see the finish of the play coming up. Smart play by Pippen to kick it out as he was double.
This has been a war. Pippen underneath. He has 11. Chicago back up by 1. Cleveland by 1. Price with 5 points in the quarter, 8 in the game. Michael Jordan over Harper.
That's the first good shot that he's made in this ball game as far as having some good form, and it looked like he had good rhythm on that one.
20. Over to Michael, who was thinking about putting it up. Now does over Harper. And hits. Right now it's a shootout between Mark Price and Michael Jordan. Jordan with 26 in the game. Cleveland, though, still with a 2-point lead. Harper double teamed into Hot Rod Williams. His shot was blocked by Cartwright. Bulls on the run. Michael Jordan. It's the deck. Chicago on the run. They get a 4-on-3. Michael Jordan. 13 in the quarter, 32 in the game for Michael Jordan. 3.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Jordan. Boy, he's been a one-man show for Chicago in his third quarter. 15 points in the quarter, 34 in the game. And they give it to Michael. And Michael delivers.
Like he usually does.
36 for Jordan.
Another one about playing coming off the bench, Peter, said you have a chance. The other players are a little bit tired. You get a chance to see what's going on, and sometimes it can be an advantage for you.
We might have seen that happen to the Utah Jazz when they started Thurl Bailey in games 2 and 3 of their series. Nance can't get it to go. Chicago with a 1-point lead. They've got the ball back. Michael on the run again. Another jump shot. Another 2 points. He has 38, and he has taken this game over. Lenny Wilkins wants to talk about it. Timeout, Cleveland. Here. And Michael may be about to take over again. He has 40. 10 boards tonight. And they give it to Michael. Baseline jumper ties it. 44 for Michael Jordan. Timeout, Cleveland. They give it to Michael. He's fouled by Sanders. 4th foul on Sanders. Michael Jordan, before this series began, predicted that the Bulls would win this series in 4 games. All 3 of the beat writers who follow the Chicago Bulls around the country predicted Cleveland would win it. One of the beat writers said Cleveland in 3. One said Cleveland in 4. One said Cleveland in 5. After game 1 of this series, Michael Jordan went up to the first writer and said, "That one was for you." After game 3, he went to the second writer and said, "That one was for you." And he pointed to the third writer and he said, "We're going to take care of yours Friday night." And he is playing like a man possessed tonight. 45, 46 for Jordan. 1 minute to go. Tied at 97. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Basket wouldn't go, but back to the free throw line goes Michael Jordan.
The shot didn't go in. Lenny upset that the foul was called.
And that's the first free throw missed since way back early in the second quarter by Michael Jordan. And what a time for it, because now we could have one of those one-point things.
That's where the three-pointer can come in then.
49 seconds remaining. Jordan has now made 19 out of 23 from the line. Chicago leads it by 1. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Stolen by Chicago. Pippen got a hand on it. Cartwright pulled it away.
They shouldn't foul, Pete. They should not foul. They got to play good defense. They'll get the ball back. A foul here could be very costly to them.
A 5-second difference in the game clock and the shot clock. Down to 9 on the shot clock. Michael. Hammered by Nance. There's one. Chicago leads by 2. Michael Jordan. missed it. Doherty got the rebound and hurt himself. He is really favoring that right leg. Will inbounds it. Gets it into Harper to Price. Price over to Doherty. Doherty runs into Craig Hodges and ball. He was only 38% from the line in this series coming in. But he has regained his touch from the line. And he can tie it up here.
Of course, the one thing, the Bulls still have 4 seconds to go. Should he tie it, 4 seconds is plenty of time to get the winning hoop. Biggest free throw of his career right now.
And he hit it. We are tied at 99. Timeout Chicago with 4 seconds remaining. And here we go. This might be for the season. Michael puts it up. No! Overtime. Back out to Hodges. Hodges trying one from three-point territory. Wouldn't go. Big rebound by Scottie Pippen. Cartwright has the ball. Tipped away and stolen by Doherty. And now the Cavaliers, if they can hang on, will send this series back to Cleveland. Michael Jordan had to foul him to give the Bulls a chance to get the ball back.
Well, Doug Collins is going crazy in the sideline trying to get him to steal the ball, but why in the world they didn't go to Michael and they went for an actually looked like almost a set play for a three-pointer? I don't know. Now here's Cartwright. He tries to go to the basket. He got knocked away from him.
So 108-105, Cleveland lead over Chicago with 7 seconds remaining in the overtime. And the Bulls will have the ball and one more crack. Jordan went to the line twice in the final minute and a half. He missed the first shot of a two-shot foul, the first trip, and then the second trip, he made the first one, missed the second one. Still, it's hard to criticize a guy who scored 50 points.
Oh, I'm not criticizing him, Pete. I'm just saying that I know Michael was more upset about it, certainly, than anyone else, the great player that he is, but it's just ironic that a guy having such a great game will look back, no matter what he did so greatly. Michael will remember those missed free throws more than anything else should they lose this ball game.
Okay, you saw the three-point shooting figures.
That's right. Michael fouled out the last time I mentioned that. Michael was on the bench. That's right, because he had to take another foul. That was his 6th foul, so he's out of the ball game.
Davis inbounds it to Pippen. Pippen is going to send it outside. Davis tries it. Won't go. Hodges tries it. Won't go. This series goes back to Cleveland.
Horace Grant, Bill Cartwright, Michael Jordan, and Craig Hodges for the Chicago Bulls. Larry Nance, John Williams starts his second game at forward. Brad Daugherty is the center, and Mark Price and Ron Harper in the backcourt. And we're underway. Cleveland has it.
No, that's Red Holzman. Very good job.
Pass is deflected. Cavaliers having a lot of trouble getting that entry pass in, and Grant follows Jordan. The Chicago Bulls lead by 2. Harper, you give him an inch, and he'll take it to you. Cleveland by 1. Jordan with his first shot of the game, and a driving layup.
And I like the intensity level shown by the Chicago Bulls and also their space.
Michael Jordan drives in and gets fouled. Jordan really has not been a factor in the Chicago offense thus far. Perhaps more of a defensive man.
Move Harper from a guard position up front to play Scottie Pippen defensively.
Jordan goes up and scores. A beautiful play by Michael. He makes it look easy.
Feels he plays big in the pressure games.
But the biggest contribution he can make is defending Jordan, who goes low post against him. He posted Jordan up. Pippen getting a rest right now. Jordan scooping his way in with a basket and 9 points for Michael Jordan. He has averaged nearly 39. Cavaliers led by 4 after 1 period. Even getting their points from the guard position. A block by Cartwright. Fine play. A 3-on-1 break. Hodges back to Jordan. And Jordan misses a slam out of bounds. And it'll be Cleveland's ball. Jordan off the screen, finds an opening. See you later. A left-handed layup. 11 now for Michael Jordan.
Physical flaws. Excellent job.
Harper is guarding Jordan. Cartwright is out there to set a screen. Jordan using Cartwright as a pick man and hits his first shot of the second half. Jordan scored 7 in the first quarter and 7 in the second. Chicago's fortunate because of the turnovers the other way.
Now watching this picture, how Michael Jordan will use Cartwright one way, come back the other, and Cartwright a little bit of a moving pick.
52-48, the Cavaliers by 4. Their biggest lead was 8 points. Michael Michael Jordan hits one, a three-point basket by Jordan. The second three-point hoop of the game by the Bulls. He has 19 points, and the Cavaliers' lead is cut to a single digit.
Stepping on a dime and hitting a three.
His second three-point basket of the game. He's got 16, and Jordan lays it in. Jordan has 23. Now comes out. Now posting up is Jordan against Harper. Great turnaround move by Michael. He has 25 points, 11 here in the third. Jordan wide open. Off the screen, and Michael Jordan with 27 in the game.
To double team that time, and by doing so, that opened up the ball movement.
Michael Jordan comes back with 2 with under 9 minutes to play. Like a dark cloud for Cleveland.
Here's your high pick and roll.
Cartwright setting the pick. Jordan gets the roll this time, and Michael Jordan has 33 points. Up fake, and Nance wouldn't buy it. Nearly 7 minutes to go, and the Bulls are looking for their first lead since mid-first quarter. Jordan finds an opening. Banks it in, and Michael Jordan with 35, and Lenny Wilkins. Cavaliers, who have led most of the way, now trail by 2. Lead Chicago, 23 for Price. Jordan now with 38, and that breaks the tie.
By the Chicago Bulls.
Chicago can get back and stay with him. Jordan down the middle, lays it in the basket, good, and a foul. So Michael Jordan breaks the tie and can give the Bulls a 3-point lead with 2:48 on the clock.
Just watch how Michael Jordan splits 3 people here and goes right to the glass. And it's interesting that they're not going for the shot clock.
Harper's 4th personal foul. And in and out. So it's 92-90 as Jordan again having a tough day from the line. Pippen brings it across, defended by Harper. 11 seconds to go.
In the middle of the floor.
Jordan has it. And Jordan puts up a jumper and hits with 6 seconds to go. Jordan hits the basket and now has 42 points in the game, and the Cavaliers have called a timeout. They have 1 timeout remaining, and Michael Jordan, who was not an impressive shooter at all in the first half, has 28 points in the second half, including these 2 big ones to give Chicago the lead. Now, Elo was hit in the face, but that might have been just incidental contact.
Yeah, but it came off of the shoulder as he was defending Michael Jordan. You can see that Price is going down below, so that means that they are going to run him off either one of baseline screens, either by Nance or by Daugherty.
Elo will inbound. He gets it into Nance, gets the ball back, drives to the hoop, lays it in with 3 seconds to go. Two injured Warriors, Elo with an ankle, Price with an injured groin, have played the games of their lives, considering the importance this afternoon. Sellers has Jordan. Jordan with 2 seconds to go, puts it up, it's good at the buzzer. Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago. Michael Jordan hit the basket at the buzzer. Right now, let's go right over to JB with Michael Jordan.
Michael, now I thought you weren't supposed to be feeling so well coming into today's game.
You know, a lot of people put a lot of pressure on me, and you know, I still couldn't concentrate and make my free throws, but I didn't have to take a free throw on the last shot. It was a shot. I felt comfortable. We came in, we stuck tough, we hung right in there, gave ourselves a chance to win, and we won the ball game.
As we take a look at this replay, now you're not one to do an awful lot of boasting, but you had some boasts to make to a few Chicago writers about this series.
A lot of people put us out of this whole series, and you know, I opened my mouth a little bit, and I challenged the guys, I challenged myself, and said we could win in 4. But we didn't win in 4, we won in 5. I don't care how many we won in, we won, and that's all that counts.
My last question. There's a pregame ritual that you go through. You're back in the locker room by yourself. There's a song that plays, and you said that was going to be your theme. What's that song that you listen to?
Anita Baker, Give It Your Best. Just go out and give it your all. And that's what I did. I felt that, you know, we had to go out and play. You know, the pressure was not on us, it was on them. We've beaten them here before. We just wanted to duplicate that again, and we did it.
And the Big Apple waits for you.
We're going to New York, baby.
All right. And the song was called by Anita Baby. Giving it the best that you can. Let's go over to Dick Stockton.
What a fantastic game in what you would expect a deciding game to be. Our Miller Lite player of the game, Michael Jordan, 44 points, 30 in the second half, including the game winner.
The New York Knicks swept through Philadelphia. Oakley and Newman. Oakley anxious to play his former team, Chicago. Ewing having an MVP-type series, and of course the leader, Mark Jackson. Rick Pitino had, of course, some playoff experience prior, being Hubie Brown's assistant. Speaking of playoff experience, both of these teams very young and don't have much playoff experience. The playoff experience for the Knicks will come off the bench in the form of a player, for instance, like Kiki Vandeweghe. For the Chicago Bulls, number 23, Michael Jordan, averaging nearly 40 points a game in round one. The officials tonight, Mike Mathis, Paul Mahalik, and Bill Czar. And we're ready to get it away from Madison Square Garden. Former Nick Cartwright gets the tip out. It went toward Grant, but went out of bounds off Grant, and it'll be Nick's ball to open this game. Here's Craig Hodges. He'll be handling the ball a lot. To Jordan for three. Down the lane goes Jordan. And what Michael Jordan did is he actually used a couple of the Knicks to set screens for him. They had lost sight of the ball, and that was a great play by Michael. Cartwright over Ewing. Missing everything. Rebound Wilkins. Knicks running. Tipped away on a bad pass. Jordan! Michael Jordan. He has 7. Bulls by 2. What a pass from Jordan to a cutting Horace Grant. That's why he's such a great player, because he will give it up and he has the ability to make those type of plays. About the other people, look what Michael thinks. The challenge is not for me to score 50 or 60 points each night. Instead, it's to find a way to get everybody involved. And that's what he did to start this ball game. He also did that the other night, other day in game 5 against Cleveland. 10 minutes to go first half. Michael wants to post up. He's down there against Trent Pepper. Penetrates, dishes to Sellers. Bulls run, has Cartwright, Sellers. It's to Cartwright on the no-look. But I'll tell you, he looked actually, he didn't look to the left as right, but he thought, the other players thought he was going to pass to the right to Sellers, which seemed to be the wide open pass. Excellent play by Michael Jordan. He has 2 3-pointers and 12 in the game. Jordan splits the defense, gets the lay-in. Look how he used his body to lay in towards Ewing, so he couldn't get to him. Held the ball out, laid it in. Gerald Wilkins. And this crowd was just ready to explode again. Now 10 on the shot clock. Beautiful pass from Cartwright. Back door to Jordan. That was Michael Jordan. That was a nice combination from Hodges to Cartwright. Play. Cartwright gets it back door real quick. Newman's beaten too late coming over. Sid Green, take it home, Michael. The dish to Grant. That was Horace Grant. It was Jordan's penetration that caused it. 86-78. Let's watch Michael on the last play. Look at the defense that you pointed out by Tucker right there. But quickly, Michael's able to turn the corner, gets inside, draws the defender over to a Walker, whose man slips underneath. That's Grant, and then standoff. I'd say tonight's ball game, Cartwright has performed more productively than his Oakland. Shot clock to 7 for Jordan from the free throw line. Reminiscent of the game winner against Cleveland. Had 3 seconds remaining. Jordan wins it at the buzzer. Let's see what happens here. Strickland and Jackson are the guards for the Knicks. They're going to let it run and go for that shot. 10 seconds in the game. You see it down there in the bottom right. Jackson goes for 3. Unbelievably, Pippen with the rebound. Just what we talked about, Bob, the worst possible shot you can imagine in this situation. Well, this is happening in reverse to them when they won game 2 against Philly, and we're down by 10 with 2:02 to go. They get it to Carter. Stone Jackson misses at the buzzer. We've got overtime. Oh, Ken Ewing. Green's first points of this ballgame. Now Jordan defensed by Wilkins, who is just on fire defensively. Jordan with a nice feed to Horace Grant. Shot clock down to 10 for Chicago. Jordan wants to use Cartwright. Now Cartwright clears the side. 4, 3, 2. Jordan from the perimeter. That's his second field goal attempt in 17 minutes of playing time. Jordan from the corner. He won't miss that one. Now Jordan with 29. 2 minutes to go in the game. Chicago has only 7 on their shot clock. Jordan over Wilkins and Ewing. Missing rebound was Grant, and that'll recycle the shot clock. Jordan sees an opening in the lane. The reverse will fall. Hold it. Yes, the reverse goes. The basket will count. Michael Jordan goes to the line. I'm not even going to say anything about this. Just watch this.
Michael Jordan on the line, shooting flush.
Jordan has not missed from the line tonight.
That says it all, Bob. The guy's amazing.
And still hasn't. 32 points for Jordan, and we've been talking about how he could explode at any time. The Knicks held him for 48 minutes, but then he got another 5. Grant's the only real big open court guy, but Paxson's got trouble. To Jordan, to the hole.
Michael Jordan.
Kiss it goodnight. 34 for Jordan. He has scored 9 of Chicago's 15 overtime points. Advantage holds playoffs for 1989. Trent Tucker throws it up and misses. Jordan with another rebound. 10 seconds left, and that gives Michael Jordan a triple-double in the ball game.
Only
to go along
deserving.
with everything else.
Only deserving.
Dribbling away the final seconds of the ball game, the Knicks had led it by 8 points. Win it in overtime. The Bulls win it 120 to 109.
Lanzamento de Jackson que non entra, pechou, agora ven o rebote defensivo Chicago. Jordan, volou Jordan, e tan só en accións deste tipo con velocidade e acción. Paxson pedindo Pitino intensidade defensiva desde o banquiño, non entrou. Rebote para Michael Jordan, e este home sí que non se lle pode dar absolutamente nada de marxe. Aí está o lanzamento de Sellers, como o balón lle cae nas mans a Jordan, e fixen o que fai diante de Pat Ewing. Distensión do partido, unha distensión porque non ten maiores problemas. Está terriblemente marcado. Paxson de 3, sáese literalmente. E finalmente a canastra para o conxunto de Chicago. Rouba balón aí. Vamos a ver. Michael Jordan. Machacou Jordan sen ningún tipo de problemas. No 1 contra 1 é imparable Michael Jordan. E Rick Pitino que pide tempo morto. Vamos a ver esa repetición. Que ven intercepta a liña de pase para Gerald Wilkins, como se vai aí no contraataque, lingua fora como nele é habitual. Como consigue canastas sin problemas de ningún tipo. Aí está Jackson, o rebote para Pippen. Michael Jordan, a canastra de Jordan, que supoñemos que será válida. Enfado de Pitino. La defensa de Wilkins, ilegal a todas luces. Pat Ewing. Tucker de 3, non entra. Vamos a ver ese rebote. Michael Jordan. De 3, tripla. Vaya racha que eleva de triplas Chicago, 82-92, rápidamente se volveu a poñer no partido nos 4 últimos minutos de partido. Todas as miradas confluentes neste home. Vamos a ver Jordan, canastra de Michael Jordan.
Bill Cartwright, who was a backup to Patrick Ewing last year with the Knicks. Now those two centers oppose each other, and the tip controlled by New York. UBS Wilkins. And Jordan the rebound, and here he comes. Michael Jordan. points in game 2, a career playoff low, also a season's low for Michael, who scored 34 in the first game. Taken away momentarily by Wilkins and then gets it back. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Jackson nearly picked off that pass. Jordan,
open floor people here who can end the break.
Ewing working against Cartwright. Fine shot by Ewing going to the baseline, and Patrick now has 4 points. Pippen beat Johnny Newman down court. Bad defensive play by Newman. Right, the rebound. Both teams have had opportunities here, but as you point out, Pippen has been open, and the Bulls are passing the ball well. Pippen from the baseline, and Scottie Pippen has 8 points for the Chicago Bulls.
When you get to this point in the playoffs, motivation is a major ingredient. And this morning, Doug Collins was taking no chances with Michael Jordan. He showed him a piece of tape from Thursday night's game, a game in which Jordan struggled. Mark Jackson made a steal, and when he came back down, stuck his tongue out a la Michael Jordan. He was mimicking him. He said, you shouldn't do that to Michael Jordan. He says Jordan's going to come back today. Well, he has. He scored 4 of the first 5 points with several assists. Dick?
Jackson with a runner in the paint. Gets the rebound. Knicks with another chance. Under 3 minutes remaining in the opening period. Jackson, Jordan. Knicks a little out of control offensively there in that sequence. Great bounce pass, Jordan to Davis. A textbook bounce pass to the cutter. Open miss from the corner. Paxson to Jordan. See you later. Jordan now with 9.
Eye contact. Michael Jordan gave Paxson eye contact that time.
Michael Jordan better when he scores a bundle of points. There you see the Bulls record 9-9 when he gets 40 or more. When the other 4 starters are involved and get 70 or more, well, let's take a look at the difference between game 1 and game 2. That tells it all. And the fact is that Jordan doesn't have to be a hero every game as a scorer. If he sets everyone else up and gets them involved, the Bulls are tough.
Yeah. When you're a pressing and trapping coach, you're relying on a sudden surge.
Jordan. And you can say what you want about the Knicks' second unit. If Michael Jordan is in there with the second unit, somehow that trap is not quite as effective.
Somehow, yeah, it's like having 7 guys.
That's what 6'10" will do for you inside. That's why they need him out there. Here's Jordan on the open floor for the moment. Hands in the air and hits his first jumper of the game. I think he'll save his tape. Jordan on the steal. Knicks are back defensively. Hodges fires for 3. Knicks cut the Bulls' lead to 3 in the first minute of the second period when Michael Jordan was getting a rest. Since then, Michael Jordan has come back.
Trent Tucker tried to deny Michael. It comes to the lady, went back door. Oh, what a pass.
Again.
Now watch, it's a back cut, and you'll see him come from behind. For it's a lot of pressure on the guy.
Jordan steals the inbound pass. Off to the races. They were well down against the Portland Trailblazers, and he was on the court and brought them back from a big deficit to win. Jordan, basket counts, and another foul will send Jordan to the line again.
Hey, the guys in the playground love that one. That is the old give and go and get it back.
And fly.
That's right.
Give, go, and fly.
How about a little foot speed here? Jordan versus Jackson. Jordan versus Myers. Jordan versus Strickland.
Yesterday with the Knicks because of a sore left knee. Pippen from Jordan. Boy, the Bulls are cutting and the guards are finding the cutters.
Well, what they're doing today, more so than in games 1 and 2, they're back cutting. By that I mean they're going away from the basketball, and as the Knicks players turn their heads, they're finding them with the lob passes.
Newman tries to bounce it into Ewing, knocked away. Here's Jordan. Jordan for 3. The Knicks want a timeout. Away from Chicago in game 2. Mark Jackson loses the ball momentarily. We'll have a jump ball. Jordan and somebody.
How about the laughter right there? It was like a fumble. or how about a rugby game? Look a little bit like rugby. Now, 23 is kind of being lackadaisical this half, isn't he? Right? Huh? He wants everything. He wants every loose ball, every shot.
That's a great look.
Under control and work through the middle here so that if you don't score, you get on the foul line. We haven't had any of that.
Jordan counts and a foul. Goaltending is called. Give him the hoop, give him the foul, give him the building.
To the floor, the slot guy, Earlstrom, catches the pushing in the back.
It was Oakley's foul. Cartwright against Ewing. Mano-mano inside. Jordan with a short hook shot. Michael Jordan with 33 points, his first basket of the fourth quarter. Of course, the foul trouble with the two Bulls won't mean anything the way this score is going. How do you like that? How do you like that? A message from Michael. This fourth quarter.
Smart basketball. Back it out and run the clock.
There's Jordan. 40 points for Michael Jordan.
Diving on the floor for loose balls. But just watch how he leaves his feet here. He has nothing. Absolutely nothing. And he makes something out of it.
Basket counts by Sam Vincent. Game is over, and the Chicago Bulls with a most convincing victory over the New York Knicks. Final score, the Bulls 111 and the New York Knicks 88. And 40 points, a career-high playoff, 15 rebounds, 9 assists, 6 steals. As brilliant a game as you'll see Michael Jordan play. And Light Beer is proud to present a check for $1,000 on behalf of Michael Jordan to the National Multiple Sclerosis Society.
Ewing and Cartwright jumping, and it's controlled by New York.
Forcing you to totally focus on the little nuances of yesterday's ball game.
Jordan to Cartwright, pick and roll, perfect.
See, that's there all day. Anytime Chicago gets down inside the painted area, Ewing leaves his man to double team.
Doug Collins is concerned with how flat the Bulls are. Tim Brandt over around the Chicago bench has picked it up. Michael Jordan with his first shot of the game is good. Bill Cartwright had all 3 Bulls field goals before Jordan hit the jumper.
Hands on the man's back. It's an automatic foul.
Jordan off the screen hits another. 2 jumpers the same way off the screen, no one near him, and the Bulls lead by 3.
Try to hold for the last shot of the quarter.
Hodges lost the ball to Tucker, and they're going to jump it. Jordan is really walking gingerly on the court. Make no mistake about it, he is hurting. And you know that the Knicks are going to try to make him work the way the Bulls made Mark Price work in the previous series against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
It might not happen in the first half or the third quarter. What you're trying to do is tire him out so that he doesn't have his legs in the last 6 minutes.
Tip controlled by Chicago's Davis. He stepped on the line. And now you see he's really hurting as he leaves the game. So if you want to look at the barometer, you would think that if Jordan is not going to play all that much or be 100%, the Bulls need as much of a pad as they can get. Jackson scores. He's got 8 points and is the Knicks' high scorer.
See, I like his game today. He's really going to the hole.
How about this guy? He went to the hole. Foul and the basket counts.
You know what's interesting about that pass, Nick? They got it in quick, and Michael Jordan took off. Gerald Wilkins never got over half court, and that's his man right there.
Sidney Green yesterday to this point, 8 points by Grant and Pippen combined. But Jordan with 14 and Cartwright 15. Charles Davis. Bulls are running nicely now. The last game and in the first half of this. Jordan. Can't stop that.
That's such a beautiful, it's so soft as he goes with that baby hook. He has the move down perfectly.
Well, looking at players who have averaged 32 points or more. Now, Chamberlain did it 7 times, Baylor 2, and so on down the line. None of them have ever won a title in the years that they scored all those points. Of course, Jordan had a same kind of year. Can one man do it?
Well, I think that it just proves that it's almost impossible to do. Because as you move through the playoffs,
as you get up into that third round in your conference finals, before you get to the final, you are now playing against teams that are loaded 1 through 10. They have plenty of talent.
And Oakley couldn't do it. He had the play inside and running the court is Grant. Grant beat Oakley down court by about 40 feet.
What a pass. What a pass by Michael Jordan.
Jordan. He moved Tucker as close as he could inside and took the 18-foot.
Well, Trent Tucker's playing him smart. He's not going to get beat off the dribble.
Mr. Jordan, excuse my rudeness here, but I'm going to jump across to the lady of the day. Happy Mother's Day to you, and I know you talked to Michael this morning. What did he say about his injury and about this game?
Thank you. It has been a great Mother's Day this far. Let's hope that they can pull this out. Michael is fine. He was hurting a little bit yesterday, and this morning, of course, is still aching a little bit, but I think he'll do okay.
Has he always been able to withstand pain like this?
Always have. When he's really involved and wants to win and participate, he will go 150% above and more. He'll give whatever it takes.
Can you share with us what you got for Mother's Day from Michael?
Yes, he brought purses and bracelet. I mean, he was really nice for Mother's Day.
That's great.
As always. But it's just good enough having him. It doesn't matter about gifts.
Thanks for putting up with us up here.
Thank you.
Back to you, Dick. And
that's beautiful. Thank you very much, Tim Brandt. That's the ultimate Mother's Day message from a mom who's got to be glowing, really proud at her son. Jordan off the glass. That may have been for Mom. Who knows? 71-67. Bulls
set and shoot a shot because he's every bit as dangerous a three-point shooter as two from the top of the circle.
Jordan going around Wilkins. Reverse layup. Boy, he showed the kind of quickness he showed yesterday on that move. Well, Knicks are slamming against the glass, but come up with nothing. Jordan and Jackson. Here's Pippen. Big basket.
Now, let me tell you, that was just a great move by Michael Jordan and a terrific catch and movement by Pippen.
Working it to its fullest today against that defense. 9 on the shot clock.
At the top of the circle, he's tough to double team.
38.
See, they do an excellent job on him when he gets down inside of the lane area.
Jordan. It counts for a foul. And the Bulls go up 3-1 in this series.
Excellent basketball. You spread people out. You make them chase the ball. Get the ball to your high percentage foul shooters.
3 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. Timeout. Knicks' last timeout called right now. Michael Jordan has scored 11 of the Bulls' last 13 points, including this one to give them a 10-point lead. 45 in the game for Jordan, who limped into Chicago Stadium in gate 3.5 about 3 hours ago, and Rick Pitino has used his last timeout. The Knicks are down by 10, 51 seconds to go, and they're really facing it now and looking at a 3-1 deficit, feeling the best they've ever felt. And today's most valuable player, yes, Dolores Jordan. Happy Mother's Day, Dolores. Your son has done the amazing. 45 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Not for you, Dolores, but for Michael. And Light Beer is proud to present a check for $1,000 on behalf of Michael Jordan and Dolores Jordan to the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. A phenomenal performance. There is no better individual player in the NBA today than this man.
When the game is on the line at playoff time and you get inside that last 6 minutes and then inside the last 3, you want your prime time guys to step forward.
This crowd has seen the Chicago Bulls win 2, and he goes out of the game. Look at him. seconds to go. Tucker. It's over. Chicago leads 3-1. Needs one to move to the conference final. Thanks to that man, Michael Jordan, with 47 points with an injured groin. And Chris Collins, the ball boy, and his dad, Doug, lead the court.
Went unnoticed, relatively speaking, because the Bulls were so successful. He wasn't shooting well.
In fact, the last 3 games, only 8 for 31 off the turnover. Here's Hodges dishing it. And Michael Jordan with his first bucket of the game.
Oakley trying to go behind the back unnecessarily, coughed it up.
Bulls with the ball and a 1-point lead. Nice pass. Jordan finding Grant. The Bulls lead by 3.
Those are the kind of baskets that have haunted the Knicks.
6 points.
3-second in the lane, rather.
Jordan with a beautiful move to give the Bulls a 4-point lead. Knicks allowing no room for Paxson. Nice pass from Cartwright to find Jordan.
So difficult. Newman did a good job. All of a sudden. See, no double teaming running at Jordan early. That way the Knicks are not putting their defense off balance.
Jordan whipping by Tucker.
That's why they should double team him early.
Effortless move.
Last.
Down to 8 seconds to go. First half. Jordan with the fake, the bucket, and the foul. That's the first time he's hit from outside. Jordan. Beautiful move, getting it over the outstretched arm of Ewing. And the combination of Newman and Vandeweghe accounted for only 7 points. Kiki had that strong game in game 2. The Knick victory, the steal by Ewing. Able to control the dribble. And just Kersey says a goaltend. The basket will count.
Well, Air Jordan got a hold of that ball when it was on the way to the basket. That's a goaltend.
Plus a foul.
Great play by Ewing, the athlete that he is. He'll be above the rim now. Hits the block. Wow. Oh, everyone here, everyone wishes they could get up and do that once in their life. I mean the play that Jordan makes.
And as Jordan was called for the goaltend, Pippen got Ewing from behind. And third quarter, Knicks have run up a 15-point lead.
Jordan really unhappy that Pippen missed him when he had position on Wilkins.
Cartwright muscling his way on Green, and the tip home by Jordan.
And that's how he responded. Instead of sulking, he went to the boards. Oh, coaches from the beginning of time have said that. If things don't go your way, go to the boards, get some rebounds.
With their biggest lead of the game as we get started in the fourth quarter. Jordan off the screen from Cartwright. 96-79. Jordan with 23, but he's hit only 8 of 20 and has not hit the jump shot. Oakley has 14. Tucker with 10. And let's see what the call is here. Basket counts. And the foul. He got the call on the continuation. Here's Paxson from 3. Jordan getting to it. Those are the kind of breaks the Knicks were getting earlier.
The Knicks need poise now.
Jackson with the steal. Cartwright diving for it. Gets it to Jordan. Ewing did not want to pick the foul up, so Grant with the layup knocks it back down to 10.
Great play by Cartwright. For a man his size to get down on the floor as quickly as he did.
Fourth quarter, and the Knicks by 10.
Collins telling his assistants he's flicking the ball. Create the fear that Jordan creates in a situation like this, where you don't feel you're safe. I guess certainly Will Chamberlain, when he averaged 50 points a game one season. But if there were 2 minutes to go, you'd still be nervous if you were the Knicks with the score the way it is now.
I don't think there's anyone like this. You think back to Julius, think to Oscar Robertson, who wasn't the scoring force.
Remember the year Jerry West averaged in the 40s during the playoffs one year.
3:45 remaining, fourth quarter. Paxson played by Jackson. Green is on Corzine. Green coming on for Ewing. Jordan from three. A clutch three-pointer from Michael Jordan, his first of the game. 108-101. The Knicks lead is 7. Michael Jordan has scored 13 of the Bulls' 24 points in this fourth quarter. Dishes off beautifully to Horace Grant. 16 for Grant. It's down to 7. And we're down to 3 minutes to go.
No trap on Jordan. It's just Gerald Wilkins.
Jordan off the circular move, going left and right to cut it down to 3 with 1 minute remaining, fourth quarter. Pass in the direction of Ewing. Here's Jordan, able to split right through, no problem. It took 3 seconds, 30 seconds to go in this fourth quarter as Grant fouls Ewing. The Knicks defeat the Bulls 121-114. The Bulls now lead the series 3 games to 2. The Knicks led by Patrick Ewing, who scored 32 and came up with 11 rebounds. But
for tonight's ball game, Ed T. Rush, Jake O'Donnell, and Daryl Garrettson, the big guns, are here because they know that this game is going to be one of the most competitive of the playoffs, and of course they're all tough in the playoffs. The opening tip to the New York Knicks. Mark Jackson. Newman and Oakley up front for New York. Off the baseline screen. Here comes Newman. Blocked by Jordan. Hodges has Jordan and 2 other Bulls with him. The jumper falls for Michael. 50% from the floor. Wilkins over Pippen. Rebound Cartwright. Jordan with one hand. Inbound with 7 on the shot. Sorry. Jordan from the perimeter hits the jumper. And they're shooting. Jordan into the paint. Definitely not apparent in that kind of a... Knicks have committed 4 with 1:51 to go in the first quarter. Jordan inside to Grant, who hands it to Pippen for the jam, and Pippen has basket. And now the Bulls are going to have to come back and score themselves. Jordan. Jackson against Pippen. Bad pass. And Greg Hodges intercepts in the passing lane. 11 New York turnovers. Jordan for 3. By 6. 8 rebounds for Ewing. Jordan on the penetration. So the Bulls came out and scored 5 straight points. Patino got a timeout. Knicks came back. Now here come the Bulls. Jordan gets the back. In a patented Jordan-esque move in the paint.
He's made his first 2 tonight. So if he was coasting, he's got a big explosion coming.
Here he comes. The feed to Jordan on the penetration. The Bulls by 6. 7 on the shot clock for Chicago, leading it by 3. Jordan with the fake toward the basket, and pulls up and shoots it over the clock. Pippen for 3. Paxson tried to throw up a bank shot. The Bulls fortunate to get the ball back. Jordan. They'll have to shoot it with 7 remaining.
Pippen and Walker in a fight, right? Both of them throwing punches. They're both going to be ejected. They should be.
Pippen and Walker, as Chuck defined for you, right down in front of Chuck Daly, who's sitting at a vantage point on the end zone down there. Both of them got at least a couple of punches in.
Boy, could that be a major problem for Chicago.
For our following round playoff game, should the Bulls win, and would Mike lose Pippen also, should they have to go back and play at Madison Square Garden. In this game, Pippen 19 points and 4 rebounds. Kenny Walker, no points and only 1 rebound. Certainly, if that happens, and it is happening, Walker is leaving along with Pippen. The advantage goes definitely to the New York Knicks.
He's doing such a good job of bringing his right arm up and under between Patrick's hands.
Here comes Michael. Oakley's with him. Jordan!
He is so phenomenal off the ball.
New York timeout. The Bulls with 3 guards since Pippen was ejected for fighting with Skywalker. With 8 on the shot clock, Jordan.
The defensive pressure is increased.
10 on the shot clock. Now the double team. Ewing missing. Rebound, Grant. Under a minute to go in the ball game. Doug Collins is a bundle of nerves over on the sideline. So is Patino. You see him right in the center of your screen. 10 on the shot clock. It's in the hands of Jordan.
This is the guy you want to force him to give it up. You don't want him to get a wide open chance.
A big bucket. Paxson for 2. The Bulls by 4. 40 seconds in the game. Timeout. New York.
Should come out of this at least with one of the 2.
There's the 1. Chicago by 3. 9 seconds to go in the game. Not much tension on the Bulls bench. They aren't moving. He gets them both. Nothing but net. Timeout, New York. New York is now out of timeout.
Which 3-point shots sometimes occur from.
Into Ewing. Tucker for 3. And he's fouled. It could be a 4-point play. Hodges bumped Tucker. He hit the triple. Will go to the line and would tie it with the free throw with 6 seconds remaining. Tucker. It's tied with 6 seconds left. Jordan has it. Into the paint. He's fouled on the shot. With 4 seconds left, Jordan will go to the line for 2. That took only 2 seconds. Remember, New York's Knicks are out of timeouts.
4 seconds is plenty of time to advance the basketball. For the Bulls, they've got to get a score here.
Strickland coming into the ball game for New York. That'll help advance the basketball. Jordan with 38 points. He is 9 out of 10 from the line. Everybody will hold their breath on these.
If I were an NBA player still in the playoffs, I'd be spending a lot of time on my free throws.
Chicago by 1. Patino having to do his timeout in between free throw shots because he has no timeout.
There's only one thing. Get a basket. Get it any way you can get it with 4 seconds left. The Bulls don't want to have the same problem and foul.
Jordan gets them both. Newman's wide open.
Let's get right to it. The man was an ex-coach. How do you stop Michael Jordan?
Obviously, Brent, you haven't seen me coach. If I were guarding him, I'd say switch or help. There's not much you can do with him. You have to make him go east to west in the fast break. He's good on the perimeter, but he's great when he penetrates.
You know, Bill, some folks have said to me, some basketball people, that he's the greatest to ever play the game. What do you think about that?
Elgin Baylor reminds me a little bit of Michael, but I've never seen anybody do so many things as well as Michael Jordan.
Now,
Cartwright and Mahorn. And it's controlled by the Pistons. Dumars will work in that backcourt. Sort of works to their favor. Detroit, of course, preferred the half-court attack against Milwaukee. And on the layup, Jordan gives Chicago the lead. If the Bulls can build a lead, they might be able to steal the first one as they did in the Garden. Great reverse layup that time by Pippen, who is a fine emerging NBA player.
You mentioned earlier, you forget how good the other players are because Michael Jordan's level of performance is so high.
Grant with that jump shot's off. Long rebound run down by Hodges, and here's the king. That's a 3.
Doug said last night they're going to open it up and take the threes. Talk about Chicago with Michael at the point guard. Right now, he's the off guard, posting up.
Got his shot. They've got to get tighter on him than that. Well, in the playoffs for the Pistons so far, but they do have Vinnie Johnson. We'll see him before long. Jordan gliding for daylight and got it to fall.
All the rims are his rims.
Off into the hands of Jordan. The Pistons were a heavy 9-point favorite in this game, but I'll tell you what, the Bulls look tough. That's a 3 now for Jordan, and 13 already.
Concerning for an offensive team, you've got to stop and pin your man.
But if you listen, you can tell that the crowd has been kept out of it so far. Jordan on the run, found Corzine. What a great pass that was off a penetrating move.
It's the darndest thing, because when you go to help, he finds the right man.
You know, when you think about Michael Jordan and what the Bulls are accomplishing, you must compare him with Wayne Gretzky and what he did not only in Edmonton, but when he moved down to Los Angeles to play for the Kings. You can ride a great star.
He better not move out of Chicago, though.
And the Bulls are doing with Jordan what a couple of hockey teams were able to do with Wayne Gretzky. I mean, he is that good, and everybody playing better alongside him.
Yeah, the analogy worthy, because a lot of people say, well, Michael doesn't make the team better. He does. Extraordinary passer.
Good defender. Gave it up that time on the pass. Hodges 3.
Great story, huh?
Pistons looking to go to the locker room on an optimistic note. Jordan looking to get on the scoreboard in the second, and he does.
That's a zipper screen.
Now the Pistons have closed back to within 5, and they have done it with great defense.
Pop out.
Here's Jordan.
Simple, just a screen down by Cartwright. Great timing on the...
Jordan spins into the lane and got the shooter's bounce.
Oh, the luggage is on the floor.
Jordan puts it down. Goes for the layup.
In traffic as well. Sally over helping out.
Chicago at the perimeter. Now Jordan will try to do it alone. Put him on the line. Backcourt with him. And Vera Rodman are up front still, along with Sally. And it's Rodman operating a great offensive rebounder. Taken down at the end line, and now punches exchanged. And Michael was not about to give it up. .30 points.
Just another day at the office.
And the Pistons about to lose for the first time in the playoffs. They still have 18 seconds to go. And it's 93-88. Now they'll need the quick 3. And here he is bringing the clock down. The Bulls have won.
Like to get the tempo a little bit quicker than the Pistons might like. So we'll see what happens in that matchup.
Tip won by Detroit. Mahorn to Lane Beer. And that's the way it starts. A 2-point basket. To Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan. Pass to Guire. Yes.
Now one thing, this is like game 2 against New York. The same.
Cartwright in the low post over Mahorn. Missed badly. Rebound, Jordan. Oh, he just does so many things.
Well, he's around, and you have to be in position to get plays like that. I mean,
Field, it's 13-8 Detroit. Jordan couldn't get a shot away. Nobody near Pippen, and he bangs it home.
That's what's making the Bulls so much tougher. They have more.
Paxson. Grant. Pops one home from about 18 feet.
You know, so I'll tell you one thing. You can type game, the Bulls are leading.
Thomas threw it away, and out of there is Jordan. He's got Paxson and Davis with him. He doesn't need him. 23-17. Consistently tonight, we've spent a lot of time on the line. Jordan, great pass. Cartwright and a foul. Dumars, I think, got it.
Now, see, Michael could have shot that ball very easily. He was open.
They're warming up in the bullpen. He'll be along at halftime. All the other NBA news of the night for you. Jordan lays it up and in. Nicely done by Scottie Pippen to get him the ball. Point quarter. Vincent finds Michael, banks it up off the glass. He's got Scottie Pippen front court. They go to a posted Jordan. Duck soup for him. It's a 2-point game.
Much quicker, and Aguirre's lateral motion isn't good, and that'll create problems for the Detroit defense.
In the last 4 minutes, Detroit's outscored Chicago 13-4, 13-6. It's 64-59 with 6:82-73. Jordan can't shoot it. Corzine from 18, his second in a row. And now it's time for the Honda leaders, Rick.
Well, you can see what Michael Jordan's been able to do in some of his best performances. That incredible 63 at Boston, 2 overtimes. But I'll tell you what, Skip, you can say it any way you like. You'd say flirting with danger, playing with fire. To allow the Bulls to be within 5 points or less when you get down to that 4-minute mark with Michael Jordan, that's not a position you really want to be in. And they're going to have to play some good basketball from this point forward to not give the Bulls any hope to have Michael pull it out.
Michael has just 20 tonight, just for him. But he can explode at any moment.
Dunks it. He was wide open.
His jump shot. Well, when he starts making that, you're really in trouble.
Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, Bill Cartwright, Michael Jordan, and Craig Hodges for the Chicago Bulls. A year ago, the Bulls split with Detroit in Detroit in the first 2 games, only to see the Pistons come and win both games in Chicago and ultimately win the series in 5. That was in an Eastern semifinal. It was a year ago, doesn't mean anything now, except players from both teams have been talking about it. Underway, controlled by Detroit. Jack Madden, Ed T. Rush, and Bill Oakes are the officials working this afternoon. Scottie Pippen, guarded by Aguirre. Grant. Jordan ties the score on a tip-in. It is still 6-2 Detroit, Hubie, and we have gone a couple of minutes without any scoring by either side.
Well, we have 2 great defensive teams here, Dick, and they're going to take you out of your initial set.
Grant, guarded by Lane Beer. Jordan gets a tough pass in a crowd, and Michael gets his second basket of the game. Guarded by Thomas like a blanket. 10-7 Detroit. Here's Jordan. Basket counts and a foul. And Hubie, if Michael Jordan had an off game, if you can call a 27-point game off in game 2, he looks like he's sharp here.
Well, you notice how Dumars puts his hands on Michael right at the beginning, but once
Dumars misses, rebound Jordan. He outjumped the world on that one. Gets by Dumars and lays it in. And that's against one of the better defenders in the NBA.
Well,
they've led virtually all the way, and have led all the way, in fact. They're up by 6, and Jordan gets by. The Pistons are not doubling quick enough on Jordan, and he's getting a lot of easy layups.
And the reason for that is because Cartwright is in low, and they do not want his man to double because Cartwright will get the easy dunk.
Hodges in the corner. Jordan weaves his way for another basket. He has 13 points here in the first quarter, and the Bulls trail by 1.
You have Aguirre and Rodman in that position.
Ball batted away by Jordan. He knocked it away from Thomas. Here he is in the open floor.
His first penalty. You'll see the penetration by Isaiah. Now watch Jordan strip him right there on the way up at the offensive end of the floor for the Bulls.
3 players in this game made the first all-defensive team in the NBA. Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan, and Joe Dumars.
And by the way, if you were Michael Jordan, Dumars and Rodman are going to be guarding you for the 48 minutes.
At 7 on the shot clock. Let's see what Jordan does. That's what he does. He gets the basket. Only his first points of the second quarter, however.
And he's always played forwards at the college level, so playing a guy as big as Michael Jordan is not going to bother him that much.
Jordan, foul, gets the basket. And lurking is always Michael Jordan, no matter what the situation in the game.
Well, you'll see Michael Jordan coming around a curl here. There's your first pick, you see. And then as he cuts down, he has an angle. Now, James Edwards must get the job done. But who is better in this league than Michael Jordan in leaning in the front shoulder to get the foul, then the release of the shot?
22 points in the first half for Jordan. He is the only Chicago Bull in double figures. The game have scored for the Pistons, and their bench has outscored the Chicago Bulls by 11. Jordan hits from the corner, and Dennis Rodman, and as you know, one of the best defenders in the league. Dumars on Jordan. Jordan doesn't like how close he's playing and makes him pay. Makes him pay.
Now, how about every time that Jordan is catching the ball today, Dumars is laying his hands right on his body. 2 key guys, 2 for 12.
Grant, of course, bothered by the flu, has not been in full strength. Jordan moving around Edwards. Basket counts and a foul. 91-83. The lead is 8 with 4 minutes remaining. Jordan. What a great shot high off the glass. Hubie is shaking his head in disbelief right here. Huh?
He beat 3 guys who rotated to him, and he extended and shot over the top.
Pistons led by as many as 14. Bulls cut it to 4. Jordan comes in, and it's a 4-point game again. And 40 for Michael Jordan, a familiar number in the first 2 playoff series against Cleveland and New York.
In distance, he makes the big score.
Now we're getting close to the 2-minute mark.
2 minutes left in this ball game.
9 on the clock. Jordan again. Michael Jordan with 42 points. 13 here in this 4th quarter. Under a minute now, and 9 on the shot clock. Jordan pumps and scores. How did he do that?
How about he puts it up, brings it back, stays in the air, the defense comes down. Watch this as Jordan comes off here now. You'll see he comes around Cartwright, gets the shot. Now, here he is. Now watch, 2 players up on him, and here comes the 3rd.
It's like the Cleveland basket when he won the series.
Watch the high pick and roll.
They were right on top of that call. What do you think, Hubie?
It's been a consistent call throughout the game, both ways today. Watch, they came up now to set the pick. Lambier sets it. There's your move right there. Catches Jordan on the hip that time.
And Chicago and Jordan had it all the way as he used a timeout, and they've got 9 seconds to try to win this game.
Ball in the backcourt, and because of the size of these guys, they cut down the passing angles.
Pippen finds Jordan.
There it is.
Rodman is on him, one-on-one. 5 seconds to go. Jordan off the glass. Yes! 3 seconds to go, and Detroit has one more chance at it. And Doug Collins' reaction as the Chicago Bulls have their first lead since their only lead in the game at 31-29.
Now here we have another look at this. Very, very close. Now you'll see the second defensive player come to the left of your screen here now for the double team. There's the elevation. But how about the movement of the body?
Had his hand hit by Jordan, and that could be a factor in why he was not a factor in the game on Saturday. So we'll see. He says, I got that down pat. Chicago's missed just 1 shot.
Between Mark McGuire and Isaiah Thomas, I think they have 38 tickets.
Jordan, 3-point basket by Michael Jordan. Taking his first shot, Jordan misses a 3. Hodges. Jordan. And there's Jordan with his first inside basket of the game, and he has 7 points to lead everybody.
Excellent pass that time by Hodges to find him in traffic.
Now Hodges is on Isaiah Thomas, feed inside lane, Beer off his hands. Here's Jordan in the open court. Dumars is with him, the pull-up and the basket. This guy is incredible. There's the shot clock on the left. On the switch, Mahorn has Jordan, now double. They gotta hurry, 3 seconds to go. Jordan slices in, he did, and he scored. First field goal and first points for Michael Jordan in over 20 minutes of play. Steal, Grant, Pippen. I know he wouldn't want you to say that.
Nah, you're right.
Jordan. Jordan's getting a little bit of a more physical treatment when he is penetrating inside, and Dumars picks up his second foul. Michael Jordan has not been a factor for the Chicago Bulls offensively in this game. He scored 12 in the first quarter, only 3 since. Pippen misses a 3. Thomas the rebound, and you can feel this game moving more and more into the control of the Pistons.
but then the hustle is coming from the track man who's rotating to get the second free player.
We've been giving these numbers a lot today. The Bulls only 2 baskets in the last 14 minutes. Jordan breaks it through. He didn't care who was coming out.
He brought that one from Hip City. Keep an eye on Michael. Now Rodman really playing him tough. There's your back pick. He sacrifices. Now watch where he brings this dunk from. Here he comes. Boom.
With Edwards in his face. This is fouled with 12 seconds to go. But the story of this game, the Detroit bench, their offensive rebounding, and their defense. Michael Jordan managed only 2 baskets in the last 3 periods of this game. And that's all you need to know about game number 4.
The inspiration given by that second unit.
And the tip is won by Detroit, Isaiah Thomas. So the Pistons with a chance to draw first blood on a stormy night in Detroit.
Get to the hoop, but he also realizes he's got to take that perimeter shot.
As Jordan does from 19, it's a 1-point game. Chicago, their first lead of the night.
To this point, Jordan is not even looking at the basket, just more or less content to be a decoy. Sellers.
Pippen about to return. Michael doesn't shoot it again. Sellers, good move. Got it.
Turned an ankle a little bit and had to come out of the ball game, so they get Hodges in.
Jordan winds up on the deck, no whistle. It was the knee of Paxson. Isaiah finds Aguirre for 3. Got it. And just like that, it's a 2-point game with a minute left. Jordan's problems continue. 1 for 3 from the field. Foul. Score it. Jordan to the front court with play instruction. He has been quiet as a mouse to this point.
Simply hasn't been looking at the hoop, and I think he has to.
Hodges for 3, and that's a big 3-point basket for Chicago. Brad Sellers the rebound. Here comes Michael. There's his 5th shot of the night. He drills it. He has 11 points. 59-58 is the score. 2:20 left in the third. Michael. Dennis Rodman plays it.
He got hit.
He got hit across the arm with no whistle. A break there for Detroit.
Jordan
12 on the shot clock. Excuse me, Steve. He gets it back and he knows what to do with it. Ball against Rodman. A 2-point try, an air ball for Jordan. And a foul against Charles Davis. His first. There was no foul on that one. Michael just flat out missed it.
Period of play. 25-20, 19, but they've got to shoot. Jordan.
They spot up Hodges for 3, and he gets it. Well, that's one thing Jordan will do, even when he's not, his offense isn't cooking. He will get the open man the ball. 5 3-point baskets and 19 points for Hodges.
Now they need a stop at this end of the floor.
They don't have one yet. Dumars gets out of there. 9 on the shot clock. Underhanded scoop by Dumars. Holy smoke. What a shot. It's a 20-second timeout for Detroit. That's an amazing statistic. Time after time, he's tried to give him the 3-point basket, especially late, but he has not aggressively sought the shot.
It is amazing. I mean, we want to credit the Detroit Pistons defense some, but at the same time, Jordan appears to have been very concerned about making sure that his teammates got involved in the game and has not been looking at the hoop. The last time he did not feel well, he had a little case of the flu and wasn't scoring the ball, but at least he was looking to shoot it. This time when he's having an off-ball game, he just has not put the ball in the air.
Why not, Vinny? It's been your night. He dribbles it up. So the Pistons fall behind early, but win the game 94-85.
Back at Chicago Stadium, where the Detroit Pistons come in with a 4-1 record on the road in the playoffs. They have actually lost fewer games on the road than the Bulls have lost at home. There's Isaiah Thomas. And Horace Grant, who needs to have a big game if the Bulls are to move this series along. Earl Strom, Hugh Evans, and Joe Crawford are the officials working this game 6. The teams split the first two in Detroit. The Bulls actually won the opening game. They split games 3 and 4 before the Pistons were victorious on their home floor in game 5 on Wednesday night. Sellers forces the turnover to Jordan. Open court, 2-on-1. Here it is. So he's already taken 2 shots in the game. He only had 8 in game number 5.
Well, Detroit will calm you down. They'll work their plays.
Steal. He kept it in bounds. Here it is again. Oh!
Yes!
This is one for the book, UB. He's done a lot of great shots, but I've never seen this before from him.
Well, you see, it was an excellent save. Now, when he gets it back, you'll see him elevate, do a 360, and just toss it up.
Jordan, Sellers.
He had to force that when the clock was down.
Gibby, the Bulls have 6 baskets. Jordan has 2 of them, and he has assisted on the other 4. He has still figured in all the baskets by the Bulls, who are up 14-6. Of Michael Jordan and the Bulls fade. Every time he has been held to under 30 points, the Bulls have lost 3 times by Detroit. Those are the numbers. But he's off to a hot start. Hubie, what did he do here?
On this post-up, you see how he's pinning Dumars so that he can make the catch. Now, once it happens, watch how quickly he goes baseline and how he beats Dumars, but also Lambier on the double team.
Failed on the free throw attempt, 20-10. Here's Jordan.
He's a different man tonight, Dick.
A lot of people thought maybe Michael Jordan was sensing I have maybe 2 good games left in me. Maybe it'll be 6 and 7. But the Bulls have to win tonight to force a 7th game. Here's Isaiah Thomas. Tipped up and in by Rodman. Dennis Rodman.
The pressure without Pippen in there is a key rebounder. Sellers and Grant must play big in there and help out with Cartwright and Jordan on the board.
Jordan hits another jumper. The Bulls had a 12-point lead and they came out blazing. Michael Jordan looking for the outside shot. 15 for Michael.
See, in previous games, he would have taken that trap, passed the ball right to Corzine, and allowed the other players to do it. Not tonight.
The hamstring. Pistons really nearly saved it. Aguirre and Mahorn, but into the hands. Jordan hits 3. Michael Jordan. Well, they'll have to get hoops from somebody. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, but wait a second. How about a 3-on-2 fast break? You pull up and take a 3.
It gives the Bulls the lead by 1. Thomas turns it around in favor of Detroit. The Bulls have scored only 1 basket by a front court player in the last 18 minutes of this game. Everything from the backcourt other than the 1 hoop. We had a delay of game 1. Jordan slices in. Will he try to score every point the rest of the game?
See, every time he drives to the baseline, Dick, they double team so fast. The big men of Chicago must get on the offensive board for the missed shot.
We told you before, 17 minutes. They've gone 6 more without a basket from up front. Jordan gets 2 back. 26 for Jordan.
I tell you, he made that look so simple. He gets get down in there. Dumars cuts him off. He runs a reverse dribble, steps through, and makes a beautiful shot.
7-point lead, 68-61. Jordan finds Davis. The Charles Davis scores. He had been held scoreless the last 2 games.
21 minutes in game 5, 12 points in 24 minutes. Big contributions.
Jordan. And it goes through.
Oh my, yes. You see, Detroit all wanted goaltending. They thought that Cartwright's hand touched that ball while it was over the cylinder. From here, and you can see Chuck Daly laughing. He wouldn't be laughing if the game was closer, I'll tell you that.
Here's for the 3rd straight game. Biggest lead for the Pistons. Jordan has it knocked away and lost it out of bounds. So it was last touch by Jordan, and Grant playing with 4 fouls.
Well, the one thing you do not want to do now is to force up bad percentage shots. If you can't get down inside, you want the open J or go strong off the dribble.
That's the counts and the foul. He's limping and he's hurting. And he doesn't want his golf season to start just yet.
You'll see the quick move to the baseline, and watch how he avoids and comes up on the other side. Beautiful.
Jordan looks like he's running better now.
Yes, he is.
Paxson is open. A 2-point basket by Paxson, and it's a 2-point game. This is an incredible story. Timeout Detroit, for Chicago has no right being this close right now, Hubie. There's the time remaining. Steal by Isaiah. Hodges behind him. And a big basket by Thomas. That's twice in the series. He has made steals for easy layups, and the Pistons are up by 10, and time is beginning to run out for the Chicago Bulls. The clock as they can. Dumars picked up again by Hodges. Thomas guarded by Jordan, who has 5 fouls.
Isaiah Thomas. Great day.
Isaiah Thomas, 14 points here in the 4th quarter.
What a great fake.
30 points. And he's guarded by a guy who's 1 foul away from being disqualified. Jordan wants the ball. Double team. Goes up high. Determined against Lambeer and Dumars to get the hoop. But it's still an 8-point game. And the Pistons are under a minute from getting to the NBA Finals for the 2nd straight year. Dennis Rodman with 15 rebounds continues tremendous play. And now the crowd will give the Bulls a standing ovation. And do they deserve it? They lost 8 of their last 10 games, and no one gave them a shot in the playoffs. They beat Cleveland in the 5th game on the road. They beat the Knicks, 2 teams that have won 50 games. They stole the opener of this series against Detroit and had a 2-1 lead and gave the defending conference champions a big scare. Michael Jordan led them. The fans came out in force, and they went as far as they could go, but midnight has struck for the Bulls. There's Thomas and Jordan with congratulations as Paxson fouls out. What can you say about Michael Jordan and what he has become in this league, Hubie?
It's just nice what the building is doing right now. Total appreciation of a great superstar. What he has meant not only to the franchise, but to the city.
There is no better individual player in the game of basketball today than that man. He averaged nearly 35 points a game in the playoffs. Scored as many as 50. That was against the Knicks. And he had 46 in a great Game 3 victory against Detroit. Vincent with the lay-in. But if the Pistons are going to move on to play the Lakers, and the difference between this year and last year, Detroit will have the home court edge and start Tuesday night at the Palace.
13 playoff games, 13 times they've held the opposition under 100 points.
One of the best defensive teams in memory in the NBA are the Detroit Pistons, coached by Chuck Daly. And now they will take that great defense against the Los Angeles Lakers, who have only won every game in the playoffs thus far, 11-0, and want to win a 3rd straight world title. What an NBA Finals we are in store for, and it'll all begin Tuesday.